Hello everyone, I'm Nick from nextstepnick.com and today we're going to talk a bit about Rising Lords. So this is very similar to games a bit like Medieval. I think it's going from Medieval vibe, you know, the Total War kind of thing. You make your avatar. I made myself quite a nice Cardinal Richelieu. I don't know if you know that about me, but I'm really into that kind of period. I really like the Three Musketeers and Alexandre Dumas style writing, so that's my bag. But anyway, enough about me. Let's go straight back to what we're talking about. Rising Lords. So it's very medieval-esque in that you create your character, they're kind of your avatar, a bit like your king in a way, so that's a bit different. But then you're making different villages, you're making sure that you've got different people in different areas to ensure that you're producing things like food, weapons, all those kind of aspects. It's turn-based as well. It's got that 4 times kind of thing going on where you're building across the map. The thing that I found really weird though was that at one point I didn't really get it. I'm not going to lie, it's really complex at first. So I thought I'd have a look at the tutorial because, you know, being who I am, I throw myself in, I don't look at the tutorials first. That's not always the way you should be, but it's what I do. And it was a YouTube video. So it took me to a YouTube video that was about 4, maybe 5 minutes long. I might be wrong, it might be slightly longer, but it just went about the basics. I mean, have a listen.
Now let's pick a map and get started. Oh, and tell us which style of map preview you like best. Use the arrow keys or the mouse to navigate and the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. You can also click on the minimap.
Now, I understand the game is in early access, it's a very early build state. I was sent a code for this game, so thank you very much for that. But I don't think it's a great idea to send people from inside your game out of the game to YouTube. Let them have a play, make a tutorial where they actually learn aspects in the game. And the other thing I would say is the tutorial doesn't cover a lot of different stuff. So it covers the food production. So I thought, oh okay, I know how to make food now, for example. But I didn't have a clue on how to fight against enemies. So I found myself getting overrun super fast. Likewise, I didn't really know what to do. And the load times are extraordinary. I mean, you might have seen that I clicked on the skip turn sort of thing, move to the next turn button a minute ago. And we're still in that. We're still waiting for that to transition. And again, I totally understand it's an early access game, but like now, for example, we've only just transitioned and I've just this second got control back. So it's a case of thinking, well, this isn't fun. You know, that isn't a fun aspect. Your load times are huge. I mean, even here, going to battle, it's like a turn-based tile battle system. But it doesn't really get explained to you, or at least not in the one YouTube video I watched. That was the one I was linked to. Maybe there's a series of YouTube videos, but I don't want to watch a series of YouTube videos when I'm playing a game. And maybe that's cynical of me. Maybe I need to think about that and actually have a look and see if there is more out there. But I don't know about everyone else, but when I play a game, I want to sit down and have all the aspects covered in the game. So this stuff with using cards and these different systems, they seem really interesting. But I don't know how to get the most out of them. And with the load screens being so long, I don't want to experiment. Because, you know, if the game ends, I have to then reload everything and try again. And it just seems a bit, yeah, I wasn't in the mood. It's got potential. It's an interesting game because I do like stuff like this as a rule. I like building up bases, building up teams, making slow and steady decisions to kind of build up an empire, and I really like that. But I mean, even when I tried that, you'll see on the map here, the red, after 11 turns, I was just completely decimated. I couldn't build at the same speed they could. I tried to raise an army and kind of put some defences in place, and I thought I understood that, but I don't know what happened really. I just couldn't figure it out. And then when I went into combat, I just got absolutely decimated, and that was the end of that. So it didn't teach me, I think, in the correct way. And I think, whereas with some games, you know, you'll play a skirmish and think, oh, this is complicated, I need to read more. I mean, if you jumped into any of the Total War games without having any idea what you're doing, I can understand if you'd be confused. But at the same time, you need to teach the player how to play. You can't just throw them at a video and go, there you go, just watch me playing for 5 minutes and there you're good to go. And that's the thing I think with Rising Lords, is it's an interesting game with an interesting premise, but please don't give up on it. Work on those elements and then let it leave early access when it's ready for the public. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and hopefully I'll catch you again very soon.